one of those, you feel like the whole blessed world's out to get you days, or that maybe you shouldn't do something. I don't have very good Wi-Fi at my house because I live way out in the country, so our internet tower is technically a relay that the whole of our little community uses. So when I want to upload something like kind of like a 6 or 7 minute or longer video, I come into town, because otherwise at home it takes a couple of hours to do. So I grabbed my laptop and I went to town, which is an 8-mile drive, to the Home Depot, which has free Wi-Fi, which they have really good Wi-Fi, so I use it. And my computer would not link up to the Wi-Fi, and no matter what I did, it was working just fine at home. It was linking up just fine at home. So I couldn't get it to hook up. I wanted to upload a video, which may or may not ever be uploaded. I don't know. But it was just seems like everything I've tried to do today just didn't go. I was supposed to conduct an interview today. That didn't happen. I'm supposed to write a paper about that interview tomorrow, and it's not going to happen. That paper is due Monday by 6 o'clock. I want to write a really good paper. But it just seems like everything I planned to do today just didn't happen. So I kind of have to look at things like that, because we've all gone through that. Is sometimes maybe it's God's way of helping you avert disaster. Maybe there is something in my video that shouldn't be posted. I don't know. Or maybe it's just that there is, the person was just genuinely busy, couldn't get back to me, and maybe my computer is genuinely having problems, even though it shouldn't. I don't know, just kind of a weird way to look at things. So I am on my way back home, and I'm going to try to hook up my laptop in the internet in my house, because it was fine before I left the house, and that was, 2 hours ago? So it shouldn't be a problem now. So I'm going to try it. We're going to see what's wrong with it. But if it does turn out to be something wrong with the computer, well, one, I'm really buggered because I am dependent on that computer for school. Because I'm an online student. So my next 2.5 classes it's all online. I have to do it via internet. So if I don't have a computer, I'm really buggered. But I'll figure it out. I always do. I'll always find a way. But I don't know, I just thought it was strange that everything I'm trying to do today just didn't work. The other thing is I'm looking at a car. It's a little Ford Taurus. I'm driving my husband's truck right now, which, I like this truck, but I just feel like I have to climb up into it. It's definitely a man's truck. It's a special edition Ford Ranger, and it's really nice. But it's definitely a truck built more for a man, I guess. That's probably a weird thing to say. But I was looking at buying this little Ford Taurus, and so the person I was supposed to go test drive it with today also was unavailable, couldn't get back to me. I don't know, no matter what I did this morning, no matter what I've done today, no matter what I planned, it all washed out from under me. So, I don't know. Maybe today I should have just chilled out and watched movies like I wanted to this morning, even though I've watched the movie 1,000 times. But it's one of those great movies you can just kind of sit and just be quiet. It's called 10th Kingdom. It's 7 hours long. It's an epic saga. It's amazing. I don't know if you ever gotten to watch it. It's pretty funny though. But it's a great film, and I was thinking about doing that this morning. I thought, no, I need to get stuff done. I have to, so I made all these arrangements to do what I had to do, and it just didn't work. So, been a weird day. Plan it, didn't work. No matter what it was, planned it, didn't work. So I'm gonna go home, and I guess we'll just go from there, see what happens. So, however, today was really hot. It was like 70 degrees today. Holy macaroni and cheese sauce. It was so freaking hot. To us Alaskans, that's hot. Sadie, I can hear you laughing. You stop, little missy. But it was just, I don't know. So I didn't bother doing my hair today, as you guys can see, because the heat just would have dropped every curl out of it. That'd have been the end of it. So, yeah, off I go. Home I go. Okay, so yesterday didn't go so smurfy. I think I already told you about the nothing going right. I did get home and the computer did work. So I was really happy about that. It needed an update, but I didn't see it until I got back to my home, and I went into settings and stuff, and it was flashing telling me it needed all this update. So I just, okay, run it. I was kind of hoping it wouldn't wreck it further. I don't know much about computers. Don't dwell. I did not grow up with them. But it did work. I did get everything fine, but I had the interview last night finally that I had to do. I wrote the paper about it this morning. I got that done. I did upload the video I needed to, although I don't quite know what to do with that. I don't know. Not something I want to think about. Anyway, but I did get it done, and then I got up this morning. It was really hot again today. It was about 70 degrees. So my husband, he decided he wanted to go down the Kenai River on his kayak. So Grandpa took him because I had to write the paper, and I didn't have time to run, you know, an hour one direction, drop him off, and then it just didn't fit into my morning schedule. So anyway, when I was done, I came into town, and my daughter got me hooked on this ridiculous drink. It's a fountain drink from our local Holiday store. I think some people would equate Holiday here to what do they have down in the States? 7-Elevens, something called a Circle K, Time Savers, just little mini marts where you get gas and goodies and soda and whatever. But we have one called a Holiday. So I went there and I got a little sandwich. They make these breakfast sandwiches that are really good and I just love them. But Jen got me hooked on this Mountain Dew. It's Diet Mountain Dew, but then you can hit a button on the machine and you can put a flavor in the Mountain Dew. So she put strawberry in it, and I tried hers one day, and I never liked Mountain Dew until the other day. Now I like Mountain Dew with strawberry in it, and I shouldn't drink it. It is so bad for you. But today I just really wanted one, so I came into town early to get one, get a little sandwich. And then I went to Walmart and I got the invitations that Jenny wanted for her party. August 1st, we're going to do the kids' birthday party. It's going to be a month late, but at least all of their friends will be able to be there. So at the age the kids are now, they're basically young adults, and so all the kids have jobs and they have responsibilities, so trying to find a day that everybody can have off is really hard. So you put it a month out and everybody can get the day off. So I did that, and I went and picked them out, and then I am now here in about 20 minutes. I have to drive to Soldotna and go pick up my husband because he will be coming out of the river at Centennial Campground. So, but I've just kind of chilled today and got through the homework. I did edit it, but I left it because I want to look at it again tomorrow. I've noticed that if I leave a paper sit overnight and then look at it the next morning, I'll inevitably find errors in it, because by the time you're done writing a paper, you're just cross-eyed, you're tired, you don't want to deal with it anymore, and the coffee has already worn off. So, but that's what I did. So I'm just kind of enjoying the day. I've had most of the day to myself today. Gennedy's hanging out with a friend of hers, and they are going to the races tonight. We have race cars. So today is the 4th of July. Our family doesn't do a whole lot because inevitably one of us is working or something is going on. It's really hard on like New Year's Eve, our anniversary, 4th of July. Some holidays are just impossible to get all of us together all at once. So we celebrate the important ones, and we do a lot together, so it's not really a major loss for us to not have a party or something. But I don't know. So I'm just kind of hanging out and waiting. I don't want to drive all the way home only to turn around and drive all the way back because it's just not worth it. So I'm just kind of found a spot to just chill and watch the seagulls and hang out. So, but that's what I'm doing. So I was really glad that the computer got fixed. Not a really interesting update, but sometimes it's just nice to chill out and do nothing and just think about what's going on. And the kids had birthdays last week, so those turned out really, really well. They got what they wanted for gifts and ate way too much junk food. They both wanted homemade pizzas for their birthdays, and so we did that. And I make these massive homemade pizzas, and they're just super, super good, but calorie fest that at least I don't need. But birthdays are not about me, it's about them, and it's what they want. So, but that's that. And I'm gonna go pick up Mike here in a little bit, so I'll leave you with that. Okay, so I went and got Mike at the river, and we decided we were going to Dairy Queen and cheating for dinner because I don't want to cook, and sometimes you just gotta have a cheeseburger and french fries. So that's what we're doing now. Okay, so good food, good company. And we need to talk to them about what they call extra pickles, because I'm obsessed with pickles on my cheeseburger. And they made a noble effort, I guess. But, you know, 10 or 12 more pickles wouldn't have killed them. So, but there it is. That's my honey.
Extra pickles for her means a stack of pickles about that big on a bun that's about half that size. Then she's happy.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it was an adventure for sure. Kenai River. All I can say is the sun was high in the sky, the temperatures through the roof, the water fast and furious, white caps, rapids, rocks, seals, fish, bears, porcupines, you name it. I even had a plane try to land on me. There'll be a clip of that in here somewhere. Anyway, let's go back. I stopped for lunch just after some really good rapids. Soaking wet from the spray. It was great. Pull up on the beach. Silence. Just the sound of the river running. And all of a sudden I hear this crunch in the trees. I look to my left and I see the paw print. The giant paw print of a brown bear. Now, that's never a good sign when you're by yourself, didn't bring a gun. Anyway, whatever. Me and animals get along great, so what's a big deal, right? I look behind me and I see that there's this seagull carcass that's like ripped in half and has a big bite taken out of it. And about 20 feet beyond that, laying in the woods, is this big old brown bear who decides to stand up, looks at me, and goes, "Arr." Yeah, so I took the ham from the ham and cheese that I had, and I threw the ham in his direction, and I grabbed my cheese, and I dropped my Mountain Dew, and I jumped back in my kayak, and I halfway jumped, halfway paddled, halfway flew, but I was back on the water and headed back down the river again, eating the Milky Way instead, because, well, he was hungry, and I didn't want to be lunch. So get about a couple more miles down the river. Actually, before that, I found a fishing rod. Really cool, ugly stick. Laid out, bent in the trees. Didn't even think it was going to be salvageable, but it's in good shape, so I kept it. Float plane comes zooming along. I'm paddling down the river, and I hear this, and I look back behind me, and this thing's about like 200, 300 feet away, and it's coming in for a touchdown. Yeah. So I paddle like heck for shore to get out of his way. That was great. A little while later, found a family of ducks floating along, saw me a cute little porcupine. I couldn't tell whether he was trying to take a bath or get a drink, but he was sort of bobbing in the water like so, and anyway, he got back up on the shore and skittered away. And I seen some baby eagles, and baby eagles were up in their nest with the big old mama flying around overhead, and the little baby eagles got these little fuzzy white heads, and they were up in there, and it was great. Long story short, 4th of July, rocked. Totally awesome Kenai float trip, about 20 miles down the river. Loved it! Would have been better if, the boys could have come with me, but here I am at home, safe and sound, mission complete, and I think I got a steak inside thawing out because my wife is amazing like that. Anyway, Tinny, you wanted some good video clips. I hope this works for you. I love you lots. Mwah! Okay, so that thing just landed in the river as I'm paddling down it. That was pretty outrageously cool. I don't know what he's doing, but it's kind of cool to watch. There's little ducks over there. I don't know if you can see them, but they're there. Anyway, Kenai River, me floating along, backwards at the moment, because I can. But, beautiful day.
So on our way home, we decided to stop by Tiermore Lake because my son posted a picture on Facebook that he was at a lake, and obviously you can, well, if you've been here several times, you would recognize it. So This is Tiermore, and I'm going downhill trying to get down to the shore. And he is somewhere on this lake. But this is Tiermore Lake. We like to come here and go kayaking. The water is super clean. It's beautiful. The water's nice and clear. And I don't see him anywhere, so he's probably along the edges somewhere. Found him. There he is.
What up, dude?
Hey.
How's your trip going?
Hey, we're pretty good. More swimming than anything.
More swimming than anything.
Yeah. When I came down, there was a bunch of people over here, so I just took my kayak and went to that one spot you showed me, and then I swam across the lake and back.
Right on. I did the key.
So we found him.